to begin a campaign in the saddest of moments and then have but 1 week to seek this extraordinary challenge. It was wonderful. People responded. They gave me strength. They were there. It was electric. And I hope the historians will write some of this down, because I believe it says a lot about Minnesota. I love this state. I love Minnesotans. And in what is obviously the end of my last campaign, I want to say to Minnesotans, you always treated me decently. You always listened to me. You always did what really wonderful citizens do. And now you've made your decision. We respect it. And I am so proud of this state and so proud of its people. And I thank you for all that you've done for me and my family and for the values that I hold so dearly. Thank you. Thank you. And I want to say a word to the young people who gave their full hearts to this campaign and are now seeing defeat. It's important for you to know that your ideals are often tested more in defeat than in victory. To know that this is not the end, but the beginning of what you can do for this state. You will be needed now more than ever. You are our future, and you're the trustees of the legacy of social justice and decency. Stand up and keep fighting. As for me and Joan and the others, I have no regrets. This is something that had to be done. I was proud, very proud, to be a part of making the case for our vision for the future.
We're proud of you.
And thank you. We're proud of you. Power has now peacefully changed hands, and we are so blessed to be Americans where that happens. We kept the faith, we stayed the course, we fought the good fight, and every one of us should feel good about that. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Go ahead.
Mr. Mondale, what do you think went wrong in this campaign? What is there anything you would do differently?
No. I think this, I'll be with you in a minute. As I said earlier, have no regrets. Thank you for calling. I have no regrets. I think the campaign went well. I have never seen a more excited and engaged electorate. The turnout was record-breaking. I have no regrets at all. And I take responsibility for this result. It's on my shoulders. No, this is the way it should be. This is a result that the people of Minnesota have every right to make. They made it. I accept it. I did my best. And let's go on to the next issue.
Mr. Mondale, some people feel that perhaps the Wellstone Memorial
Yeah.
Service, however well-intentioned, did in fact
Yeah.
perhaps cost this election.
Let me say what you've heard me say several times before. I think there were some statements that went too far. And it is very regrettable, and on this saddest of days, honoring a truly great Minnesotan and American and his family, that the shadow of partisan politics was raised. But let me say that we went through unspeakable tragedy, where the senator, his wife, his daughter, and several other people died. And the eulogizers were the ones who were hurt the most. And can we not now? It doesn't justify it. I'm not saying that. But we've all made mistakes. And can't we now find it in our hearts to forgive them and go on and do what we must do as citizens? Yeah.
We now have a Republican Congress.
Yes. Yeah.
What do you think that's going to be?
I think the president won a big victory here. Normally, a president in his first midterm, as you know, goes the other direction. But this was a sweep. We could feel the undertow here in Minnesota. He will claim a mandate, and I think the public will accept that. That does not mean, however, that the members of the Congress and others don't continue to have a responsibility to question, to make their case, to seek to bring about their views. So he has the government, but I think the issues that we were talking about before the election will still be very much up front. And in the best tradition of America, that debate, after a brief period of celebration, will begin again. Yes. Yes.
My follow-up question is, do you have any feelings about the people who are now in leadership? Given this result, should their leadership be questioned and perhaps others?
Let me just stay with the Senate. I think Tom Daschle is one of the best leaders that we've ever had. He's very capable, very decent. I think other factors are work. And let's remember something else. The toughest position to be in is to be the majority leader of the United States Senate with just a nominal majority and not enough troops to get anything done. In the Senate, you never get anything passed, even as a majority, unless the minority's with you. That's the name of the game there. And Tom has been in this position time after time where he wants to do something. The public sees it's not getting done. It's hard to understand what's really happening there. And one thing that's happened to Tom Daschle is today he doesn't have to carry that burden. Yeah. Let me go over here.
What can Democrats do to get back on top here?
Well, that's why I talk to the young people. It's for them to work this out. I think the case we made on the issues is right. And even though we lost this election, we came awfully close. I think at this point, it may be under 2%. I'm not going to stick with that. But there are a lot of areas of this state that came out big time.